Hey guys, what's up? This is Colpup from WaWreckingCrew, and today it is just me. There's no Zinky Gabe or Captain Kirkleton. Um, in an effort to get content out quicker to you guys, we feel that it's best for us and the channel to not only do triple commentaries. We still will have some triple commentaries, but we're going to do single, double, or triple commentaries depending on who is available to do commentaries at that time. Now that I got that out of the way, I'm using the red dot ACR with the Silence PB2000 secondary. My perks are Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. And the kill streaks are the typical try-hard kill streaks, which are 5, 7, and 11, Harrier Strike, Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, and the Chopper Gunner. And this is, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but this is Domination on Overgrown, one of the new maps they just released. As you guys know, it was previously a Call of Duty 4 map, but I didn't play a whole lot of Call of Duty 4. I think I prestiged twice, maybe 3 times, but never really got into it like I've gotten into this game. And I see this guy's tag insertion up there, so I figure he's up above me, but he was probably hard scoping somewhere, so I went for it anyways, and it paid off. And I see I'm getting sniped here, so I try and move out of that guy's scope, and hopefully he doesn't see me. And at this point, I think I'm good to go, because I'm not getting sniped at anymore. But then I see a couple guys, and sorry, it turns out I shot at the wrong one. If I shot at the other one, I probably would have managed to get both of them and survived, but what are you going to do? Anyways, back to this map. I really like the map. It reminds me of actually a less divided and more wide open rundown. It's really similar. There's obviously two sides separated by the riverbed or canal or whatever you want to call it. But this map, it's much easier to navigate from side to side, and it's a lot more wide open. So hopefully there will be less camping and sniping from the back of each base. Except I have seen a lot of snipers on this map. That's probably to be expected from a grassy map, big map where you can hide in a lot of spots, but it hasn't really been much of an issue so far. In fact, this is actually my favorite game type on this map because it keeps everybody active. There's a lot of camping when you play Team Deathmatch on this. And I see that guy over there, but I got sniped before I could get him. Probably stayed in that spot a little too long. It's never a good idea to stay in one spot, especially when you're on the other team's side for that long of a time period. And now, when I have the chance, I just want to mention that last video we posted of me sniping Hutch. That was an April Fool's joke, guys. Calm down. That wasn't actually Hutch, and I was not trying to say I was better than Hutch in any way. And no, that is not my sniping class. I do not use the default sniping class when I'm sniping. That is pretty much impossible to quick scope people with because it doesn't have Sleight of Hand Pro. And on top of that, it has the heartbeat sensor, which is retarded. Anyways, at this point my team has A and B secured, and they should be spawning at C, but I'm not really seeing anybody, so I think they're on the other side of this building. But when I'm trying to move across, I see a guy, and then he's followed by his teammate. I managed to get both of them. At this point, I see a ton of them on my minimap over towards the area I'm looking, sort of to my right there. And at this point, I've killed a couple guys from that building, so I know they know I'm going to be in there. And they also just got A, so I'm going to try and go get that back. My teammate just died up in that building that I'm looking at right now, so I figure he's over there. And I'm protected by the block I'm like behind, so I figure I might as well risk it and guard the side that I think that I'm least protected at. Pick up my Pred missile, and normally I find cover and make sure I'm in a good secure location, but since I figured there's nobody near me, I would go for it anyways. and I failed. That is what I don't like about pred missiles. They're pretty much all or nothing, as you will see in this video. Except they do get your hair here quick if you use them properly, which I failed to do right there. And thinking they're going to be over at C, I run over here to flank them, and then I notice this guy. And I think there's actually, I think I hear a guy to my left on the other side of this fence. Probably being a little too aggressive at this point. I get flashed, so I try and offset the other guy's flash by flashing him, which didn't work. I didn't hit him. See a couple guys run by me. Didn't have time to take a shot. Actually, I took a shot at the first guy and then managed to kill the second guy with the last bullet in my clip, which was really lucky. And at this point, I'm out of ammo with my primary, so I challenged that guy thinking I can get his weapon, but I failed. Probably should have been a little less aggressive at that point, but what are you going to do? I don't know what that guy was doing. He just ran right by me. I guess that's what Ninja Pro will do for you sometimes. And I see they have B, and I see at least a couple people over near this building, so I pull out my silence primary. It's always a good idea to use the silence weapon when you want to be hidden, obviously, and that's why I keep my secondary silenced, so I can sneak up on people like that without the rest of their team knowing. And I try and pick up a couple long-range kills, but I miss on that guy. Got nothing but hit markers on the couple guys before that. Finish him off. Go back, hide behind there. I thought there was a stairway down there, but I was wrong. I think this is probably like my 4th or 5th time playing this map since it came out. And I don't know why this resets, but I don't know. Oh, actually, I do know why. There's a glitch on Domination where if your teammate dies while 2 people are capping it, it will stop capping for the other guy, so they have to actually physically leave the Domination spot and get back on in order for it to keep going. But I managed to get it somehow with like 5 guys here anyways, pick up the pred, and not knowing there's a guy behind me, I try and make it into that building, but I got shotgun. And I said before, pred missiles are pretty much all or nothing, and this is all. Check that out. Multi-kill with the pred missile. Don't see that too often. And at this point, we have a pretty healthy lead. We have 2 of the 3 domination points, and they're pretty much stuck spawning over there at the gas station area. So I go back to the same spot I was just at, hoping I can get some more kills, but I get shotgunned. I really like the ACR, but that is not its strength. It's not very good up close. If I had a TAR or maybe a SCAR or something, I probably could have gotten that guy. But that's what you get for having a long-range weapon as your primary, I guess. And I see they're on A at this point. I don't know what Kirk was doing up on the roof there. So I want to keep our setup, so I go and kill the guy off A. And thinking, normally people are going to be capping points with at least a couple teammates. Or at least I figured they were doing that at this point. So I tried to flank him, but pretty much came up empty. There was nobody with him. And at this point, I know we've already mentioned it in some of our previous videos, but that was a completely unnecessary capture of B right there. If we would have left them alone, they would have kept spawning there, but instead the guy capped it. And for the rest of the game, we will not know where they're going to be spawning. But what are you going to do? I guess that's what you get for playing with randoms. And at this point, we have a chopper gunner in the air, so I'm really aggressive at this point, thinking they're going to be hiding in the buildings, but I get sniped. And at this point, the game is over. For Z King Gabe and Captain Kirkleton, I am Colpup. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out our future videos. Thanks, guys.